and welcome to Roads Renewed. I'm Kosi Anyao. This program, brought to you by the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA, offers an in-depth look at FEMA's road maintenance and rehabilitation efforts across the Federation and the FCT. We spotlight both ongoing and completed projects with testimonials from road users, transporters, and communities. You'll also hear insights from FEMA leadership and policymakers on infrastructure challenges and needed reforms. In this episode, we focus on a vital but often overlooked funding provision, the 5% user charge on petroleum products and diesel mandated under the FEMA Act of 2007. While the Act empowers FEMA to maintain federal roads, Section 14, subsection 1 specifically provides for a 5% charge on fuel and diesel sales to fund road maintenance, 60% of which is allocated to state roads. The idea is simple. Those who use the roads more, especially heavy-duty and fuel transport vehicles, should help fund their upkeep. This charge is already embedded in the pricing structure and not intended to cause price hikes. However, implementation and remittance have been largely ignored for years. Now, renewed efforts led by the National Assembly, the Ministry of Works, FEMA, and other stakeholders aim to enforce compliance. This was recently highlighted at a public hearing in June 2025. Why does this matter? Because without consistent funding, maintenance remains patchy and short-term. With full compliance, FEMA can better plan and execute long-term projects from pothole patching and shoulder reinstatement to bridge repairs and rural road expansion. Sustainable funding means safer roads, improved access, and a boost to economic activity. Stay with us. Roads Renewed continues after the break.
We've all seen it. We feel the bad roads, the wear and tear on our vehicles, which are not just caused by weather conditions or contractors, but perhaps by lengthy years of non-active maintenance regime prior to the advent of FEMA. However, across Nigeria, FEMA is working tirelessly to monitor and maintain safe motorable roads. Our commitment is to your safety, your journey, and to our future. But these roads are a shared responsibility. When we desist from overloading, desist from indiscriminate dumping of refuse into water channels and other acts of road abuse, we would have been protecting the roads together. Safer roads mean smoother journeys, fewer breakdowns, and a stronger economy for everyone. It is a collective effort with lasting rewards. FEMA, committed to safer roads, our responsibility.
Welcome back to Roads Renewed, brought to you by the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA. Continuing our focus on the importance of implementing and remitting the 5% user charge on petroleum products and diesel as provided in the FEMA Act of 2007, we now bring you insights from a key stakeholder actively involved in driving this process forward. This charge is critical for boosting FEMA's funding, plugging revenue leakages, and enhancing its capacity to fulfill its mandate under the Renewed Hope agenda. Our guest this week is the Honorable Minister of State for Works, Barrister Bello Muhammad Goronyo, also the Supervising Minister of FEMA. Barrister Goronyo is a seasoned lawyer and experienced politician. His distinguished career includes serving in the Sokoto State House of Assembly as Minority Leader, Deputy Majority Leader, and Deputy Speaker, as well as holding executive roles as Commissioner for Solid Minerals, Energy and Information. Initially appointed Minister of State, Water Resources and Sanitation under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, he was later redeployed to the Ministry of Works as Minister of State. Up next, our conversation with the Honorable Minister of State for Works.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too.
Welcome to the Guest of the Week. Honorable Minister, can we meet you, sir?
Thank you, Dr. Kosi. My name is Honorable Bello Mohamed Goroyo Esquire, the Honorable Minister of State for Works and Minister Supervising FEMA.
Thank you very much. Nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you very much.
So, I will just ask you a few questions about the work that is being done in FERMA at the moment regarding the infrastructure. Honorable Minister, the FERMA Act of 2007 mandated that 5% of proceeds from purchasing petroleum and diesel by the Nigerian road users should go to the fund for construction of roads. And so far over the years, that hasn't been effective. I'd like to ask you directly, sir, what is currently being done to ensure that those funds are being received by the FERMA more consistently?
Thank you very much. Let me first commend very highly Mr. President, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, for according much priority to infrastructure as key enabler for economic growth and development, and of course the leadership of the 10th National Assembly, particularly the House of Representatives, under the leadership of Right Honorable Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, for prioritizing enforcement and implementation of the 5% user charge on diesel and pump price under the FEMA Act 2007, particularly on the constitution of an ad hoc committee, which is chaired by Honorable Francis Wewe, to investigate past remittance failures, leading to the formation of two technical committees, that is the pre-tax and post-tax committees, comprising FEMA, NMDPRA, FIRS, industry players, and civil society groups. These committees are tasked with establishing clear procedures for collection, remittance, disbursement, resolving policy gaps, and ensuring FEMA receive its statutory funding. Their recommendations are expected to fast-track full implementation to restore confidence on Nigeria's road infrastructure, maintenance, and of course, funding, so to speak.
Just to ask you, considering that the organizations and institutions involved are working to get these funds to start working as intended, assuming that the funds start getting flowing into FERMA, is what Nigerians would like to know how the funds are being tracked. Is there anything your ministry is doing to ensure that these funds are protected and accounted for?
Yes, as a ministry, we will ensure transparency and efficiency, of course, in the deployment of the 5% user charge. As at present, FEMA is proposing a dedicated road funds account to be domiciled at CBN. Modalities are being developed to define fund collection, remittance, and disbursement, with FEMA, NMDPRA, and FIRS assigned to oversight roles. Independent auditors and civil society will also monitor and publish fund utilization reports. Let me also state that the 5% user charge is not only going to FEMA alone, but there is a sharing formula of 40-60. What it means is that 40% will go to FEMA, while 60% will go to state road maintenance agencies and will guarantee nationwide impact and gain public trust and confidence.
Honorable Minister, sir.
Yes.
So, assuming these funds are collected as we are following through, Nigerians would like to know how this can affect real improvements in the sector. For example, how does it affect planning of projects or job creation, and then to improve on the renewed hope infrastructure agenda?
Well, again, the impact of the 5% user charge on road infrastructure will, of course, bridge the gap of the annual funding of FEMA, which is almost over 880 billion naira. This will also address the past budget shortfall. The full implementation of the 5% user charge will provide a reliable funding mechanism. This will also improve on the project implementation through data-driven strategies, early coordination, and reduce budget dependency. It will also improve road conditions via timely repairs, create jobs in the construction and logistics, as well as support the renewed hope agenda of our dear President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu this year by boosting connectivity, reducing travel times, and of course, transportation costs, as well as drive inclusive economic growth and prosperity. So that I can assure you.
So, sir, before I let you go for today, you've been the Minister of State for Works for close to a year now. What do you think needs to be done to improve infrastructure in the country in line with the renewed hope agenda of the president?
You see, the Federal Ministry of Works, under the renewed hope agenda of His Excellency President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is aggressively championing the use of concrete pavement to replace the asphalt pavement which we are currently using now. And what it means is that it will ensure longevity for over 50 years as against the asphalt, which the best of asphalt will be between 5 to 10 years. And again, the ministry under this administration is pursuing strategic projects such as the 4 legacy projects. The 4 legacy projects are: number 1, the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, which will connect Lagos, Ogun, Ondo, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross Rivers. This is about 700 kilometers. Already, Section 1, Phase 1 has been commissioned by Mr. President. The second one is the Ilela Sokoto Lagos Badagry. This is a super highway among the 4 legacy projects. The project begins at Ilela in Sokoto State. It will crisscross around 7 states. That is Sokoto, Kebbi, Niger, Kwara, Oyo, Ogun, and terminate at Lagos and Lagos Badagry. This is 1,068 kilometers. It has already been started. The third one, you have the 477 kilometer of Trans-Sahara route that starts from Enugu. It goes to Ebonyi, Benue, Nasarawa, and terminate at FCT, the Federal Capital Territory. And of course, the last one is the 420 kilometer Kefi, which is in Nasarawa State, through Akwanga, through Jos, Plateau State, to Bauchi, and then terminate at Gombe. The overall objective of this project is to open doors for connectivity, enhance infrastructural development, reduce travel time, boost our trade, and of course get closer access to farm centers, our dams so that we can grow more food, generate more employment to our teeming unemployed youth, and then of course add to our GDP, because it is the infrastructure that grows the GDP of any nation. So Mr. President has a number of initiatives that he's bringing on board to ensure that we deliver this country to prosperity.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, for that very insightful and detailed response to those questions. And we are encouraged to see what is really happening, especially as you have elucidated it for us today. And thank you again for joining us on Roads Renewed.
Thank you, Dr. Kosi. I'm glad to have you here.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That will be all for the Guest of the Week. Thank you for joining us. That was the Minister of State for Works right there, sharing some insights with us. Let's now bring to you a recent maintenance work from one of FEMA project sites in Nasarawa State, North Central, how the recent rehabilitation works have impacted the lives of residents.
Kirihi community is an agrarian community along the Lafia Barkin Kogishan Dam Plateau State border road in Nasarawa State, North Central Nigeria. For years, these peaceful settlements battled a recurring nightmare, devastating floods. Each raining season turned deadly. Torrents of water carved through the community, swallowing homes, destroying farmlands, and cutting off access to other parts of Lafia, the state capital. The Lafia Barkin Kogishan Dam Road, a vital link between Nasarawa and Plateau States, also a major access road to state capital Lafia. It became nearly impossible at Kirihi. Families were displaced, livelihoods washed away. The people were left helpless until help came their way from the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency FEMA.
Farko zan ce na gode muka, na gode wa Allah. Kamar da na son yi bayani ɗazu. Gari Kirihi ne, tsohon gari ne, ma ba yau ba. Ina cikin tayari. Saboda yanayin da muke a ciki, mun samu damuwa a yanayin nan a yankin Kirihi. In ka lura ta can, ruwa yana zuwa daga tudu nan, yana zuwa da karfi ne gaske. Amma wani lokaci za a samu ya gangara ka wallahi ba wuce ba. In ka duba can wurin da kun fara aikin nan, to ka gan yashi ne ya tara yashi. To moto ma ka gan motoci sun parking ne. Sai ruwa ya ja tukuna ka gan za a samu hanyar wuce.
Yes, flooding is the major challenge here because of due to climate change. I believe 15 years ago, this community does not experience the kind of runoff they are experiencing from 10 years back to date. Okay, basically, as you can see, the scope of work involves excavation for the line drain, then provision of high tensile reinforcement for the line drain and the access slab, then provision of concrete, in the line drain and the access slab. So far, about, let's say, 32 number direct and indirect jobs were created. This, in turn, boost the local economy here, as well as the public health risk. When it rains with flooding, it comes with a lot of waste and what have you, which is dangerous to human existence. But now, because of this now, the storm water and the wastewater, is being discharged efficiently. And that has greatly reduced the public health risk that was hitherto being experienced here. In general, it has increased the well-being or improved the well-being of the people in the community.
Ayan ba su wanda sun zo mana wannan abun ba yanzu ma haka kaga rushewa ne na zuwa don yana sake zuwan nan yana ci ne. Garkar da yawa in ka shiga ciki ta dalilan ba ruwan da yake zuwa akwai gini da yawa ko ne shagara nan sai mun an rasa gini. gina wajen 400-500 ne suna hwadewa amma yadda za a tare muna ruwa yanzu zamu dan samun sokin wannan abu.
Mu mutanen gari muna da farin ciki sosai game da wannan aiki wanda an zo mana shi, especially mu youth na wannan gari musamman da Koro, Nungu, Fulani, Tibabe muna gaisuwa saboda ci gaba wanda gwamnati ya ga ya dace.
In line with the renewed hope agenda of the Tinubu-led administration in giving hope to the hopeless, the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency FEMA intervened with a sustainable engineering solution: construction of a 1.3-kilometer reinforced concrete line drainage channel constructed between kilometer 20 plus 500 and kilometer 21 plus 800. There is now renewed confidence in the safety of the environment. Roads that were once blocked by floodwaters now host transporters, while economic activities have bounced back, and farming, a major preoccupation of the people of Kireyi, is thriving once again. The concrete drain has not only mitigated environmental hazards, but has also boosted connectivity between Nasarawa and neighboring Plateau State.
Barkanku, FEMA, wanda ku ne hidonmu, ku ne kome jagora hanyar nan, ba abin da mu mutanen Kireyi community zamu ce mushi. Ubangiji Allah shi zai biya ma kowa aikin shi. Da kuma kuka bar kun doke doniya aiki ne na tafiya dare da rana da kuma tallafan yaran mu masu taimako a zuwa yakan nan. Godiya ba saboda kowa yana gana abin da yana yi ba gore zai kama, amma bisa ga albarkacin da kun zo FEMA kun zo kuna yi mana kagan kowa zai zo tallafa. Akwai masu jeba yashi, akwai masu jeba concrete saboda ana so mai tuba so arziki ne ya zo muna. Kuma arzikin na ba namu ne mutanen gari ne ba, ni kowa da kowa ga masu moto ba su wuce, kaga su samu gangara suna wuce yanzu. So arzikin kenan shugaban kasa muna tare shi 100%, kuma shekara 8 nan sai yayi.
As you can see, the federal government through FEMA has spent a lot of money, to build or construct this infrastructure. So we urge everybody in the community and the road users, particularly people in the community, that please, they should not damage what the federal government has spent a lot of money to construct. And also, they should not use it as a waste disposal point. There's this normal practice or belief that once you have line drain, if it is raining, you just go and bring your waste and dump it there. Please, we shouldn't do that. Otherwise, our public health is at risk. And if the drainage becomes blocked, then of course, the solution we try to proffer now, we'll go back to square one, because water will still not find its way to the actual discharge point, and it will overflow the carriageway. So please, we should take care of it. This is an asset. We should look at it as our collective asset.
From displacement to replacement and restoration, the 1.3-kilometer concrete line drain stands as a testament to what proactive governance can achieve. FEMA's intervention has restored not just the road, but the dignity of a people. As Nigeria journeys towards infrastructural renewal, the story of Kireyi serves as a shining example.
Be rest assured that this program will continue to bring you bit by bit details of what FEMA is doing across and around the Federation, making journeys smoother and reducing travel time by using cutting-edge technologies to make Nigerian roads more motorable and accessible. Before we go, we'd like to inform you that this program is a bi-monthly program which will be aired on this station. So please stay tuned to watch, because we promise to bring you interesting packages. You can reach us on Facebook, official FEMA Nigeria headquarters, X, FedRoads NGR, or send us an email on info@fema.gov.ng. And also visit our website, www.fema.gov.ng, to give us feedback on our services nationwide. Until I come your way next time, my name is Kosi Anyawo, and on behalf of the production team, it's bye for now.